How's it going, everybody? I'm Caleb Ragnar. I am over here in South Windsor, Connecticut at our Pete's RV location here. We're going to be taking a look at one of the used units that we have here on the lot. 15 Gateway. This is a fifth wheel. Floor plan is the 3650 BH. Now, just pointing out, this does have the weather guard on it for optimal thermal protection. Pretty much that means that you are going to be able to stretch your camping season a little bit longer, like in cold March season right now where we still have temperatures dipping under 32 degrees, which is cautious if you plan on having water inside of this unit for more than 24 hours if it will be below 32 degrees. Now we'll just take a quick 360 around. You are going to have these collapsible steps for the entry door into the living area, as well into the back living area as well. Now, with this being a used unit, I'm sure you see right away we've got a flat tire on this. Now, part of our actual prep is to ensure that this unit is able to be safely towed down the road. So this tire would be getting replaced, most likely with the spare when you come to pick it up. Now, continuing to move around, just pointing out, we're going to have our range hood exhaust right here. You'll be able to open that and use that fan underneath the microwave over your cooktop. Now, just pointing out here, we are going to have that plastic latch on the door, so just being very cautious that we aren't pulling on this because this can break very easily. No friction hinge on this, so the second you have it undone, that is going to either slam closed or potentially slam into the camper. So let's make sure we are latching that up. Now, we do have some outlets right here for you to be able to set up whatever you want out underneath your nice big awning over here. Now, also pointing out, we've got that one slide out, which will be covered by the awning. And the one next to it does already have a slide topper. So would still recommend, before you close everything up, getting up on top of that roof and clearing any debris off of that slide out so we don't have to worry about anything getting stuck in there, potentially damaging our seals and causing more problems down the line. Now, front pass-through right here, we're going to have our LCI electronic leveling system here. There will be an auto level, and this is how you will be able to control your front landing gear up here when you are hitching up and getting ready to either tow the camper out or drop those legs down when setting up at the campground. You are going to have these tie downs here on both sides to be able to strap any heavier duty cargo that you may have, and we've got our 50 amp power cord right inside there. This tool right here is going to be able for you to lower that spare tire should you ever need it. And again, pointing out, we've got a light, and we do have some of that Astrothermal right here to help with some of that radiant temperature, keeping things a little bit warmer so we don't have any cold air escaping into the earth, getting into the camper through this underpassway here. Now, you are going to have your outdoor weatherproof speakers right here that are going to be connected to that radio on the interior, and they give you some more outlets here. Now, right below that, we are going to have our propane tank. So you'll have one 30-pound on this side and one 30-pounder on the other side. And just to point out, you'll have the actual distributor right there to be able to select which tank you want to pull off of. If you do have it in the down position, it will pull off of both tanks if they are open. Now, just showing you right in here, you are going to have your pure sine wave inverter. We've got our battery disconnect to cut all 12-volt power from the entire camper. And you can see we've got access to 1 and 2 motors for that front leveling system. You're going to have the fluid reservoir right there with an easy refill cap to be able to access. This unit from the previous owners does have 200 amperage hour batteries here, AGM Diehard brand. And obviously we've got a bit of space here, so if you're really feeling like bulking it up, you'd easily be able to piggyback a couple more batteries in here with the proper assembly. Just want to point out, for that leveling system, we do have access to those fuses right here. So if one were to stop working, this would be the first spot that I would check to make sure you did not blow a fuse. And we do have that light right above to be able to offer some extra visual if we have to come out in this compartment during the night. Now, with your hitch setup here, you are going to have your 7-prong plug and your breakaway line right here on that actual kingpin. And it looks like they did leave an actual lube plate there as well. So that's going to all come with it on this beautiful 2015 Gateway. Just give you a nice view of that front cap here before we make our way around the other end. And showing there are slide toppers on these other 2 slide outs here on the driver's side. still would recommend getting up on the roof and inspecting those seals at least 3-4 times a year to ensure that you don't have any signs of deterioration or spider cracks that could eventually end up leading to potential water damage down the line. This is a two-hand job here. Let me just pause this so we can open up that compartment. Now this is going to be on the piston hinges. You have to duck down, again, being able to see that other side here, other tie down, and then you'll have access to your water system. Now you will have the switch here for the light. You'll have an outdoor shower here as well. Looks like we did have some furry friends in here, so we will have to clean that out. A little bit of mouse poop in that shower. And then we have a freshwater connection, our city water connection, and then this one right here is going to be your black tank flush for your first black tank. You've got gray one, waste holding tank number 1, and then we've also got some coax connections here with a 110 volt plug right above it. Now moving on over, we are going to have our water heater. This is going to be able to run off of both 110 volts of electricity as well as propane. They give you the little light over here to be able to inspect whatever you need when any instances of having to dump during the late nights comes up. This is going to be for that front bathroom and the gray tank, which I am not 100% of the layout, but I would believe this will either be a combination of the master bathroom and the kitchen, or it could be just the master bathroom. We see we've got our low point drains here for the water lines, and then this one right here is going to be for the fresh water tank. We've got the furnace exhaust located right here, and we'll make our way on around the other windows here, which we're gonna sneak on by. Just pointing out over here, we got good tires on this side, nothing to worry about. And then just pointing out, we've got our first set of leveling jacks right there, and then the others in the back. Gotta love these frameless windows. You'll be able to leave these open, get some ventilation without having to worry about any rainwater getting in. Now again, just pointing out, we are going to have that second setup here for another gray tank, which is going to be that thinner hose right there, that thinner piping, my apologies, and that will be for the bathroom in the back. And then that thicker one is going to be for your black tank. So even though those stickers have faded, larger tubing, larger PVC means black tank. The thinner 1-inch is going to be your gray tank. Now here on the back, you are going to have your bumper. This is where you'll be able to put your septic hose, or as I like to call it, the stinky slinky spot for your license plate. We can see this was originally bought from Pete's RV as well, and just giving you a view of the back on this unit here. And then of course we have our plug for our 50 amp power cord right here. Let's go take a quick look up on the roof. This ladder is going to be rated for 250 pounds. We'll see you up there in a sec. So one thing I am noticing, this is a little bit wobbly. Just want to be able to point that out. Would certainly want to probably have this checked out. Though again, with this being a used unit, with this being safety, I would certainly want to address that. Now just pointing out, we are going to have air conditioner number 1. Thankfully, these customers have gotten the Aeroflow vent cover, at least for this one. So you'd be able to leave that vent in the second bathroom open 365 days out of the year. We've got our black tank exhaust right there. And again, just showing on this roof, looking like right here, we do have a little bit of that seal that's popping out right now. But thankfully, this is your gutter system. So it would just be on the side right here, covering up those screws. And thankfully, it doesn't look like we have any rust or anything, but just one thing that I would be pointing out. This is all going to be connected to your gutter system, which you can see right there. That way you don't have rainwater pooling off every single inch of the camper. Again, roof seal nice and solid. Woo, wobbling a little bit without those jacks down. We've got the other 2 exhausts right there. We have our skylight for the master, and then they have the max air fan for that master vent. You will have that satellite antenna that actually goes up, so that'll be a crank up, making sure that we put that down whenever we are hitting the road. And then, second air conditioner. Let's head back on down, complete the exterior, and go take a look at what we got in store on the inside. All right, back on solid ground. We're gonna take a quick peek at our outdoor kitchen setup here. You are going to have that mini fridge here. Things are looking good, pretty clean for a trade-in, honestly. And then you're gonna have this little pull right here to be able to pull out an additional little tray here, be able to cut whatever you need, set up, pour a couple nice drinks, You do have that television here on the exterior as well. That's going to be on that bracket to be able to pull out, swing towards that entertainment area, so you can all be hanging out underneath that awning while watching TV. And I do love that even though this isn't covered by the awning, you do have this little actual compartment door to give you some shelter in case you needed to be out here while it was raining. You are going to have the drawer, cabinet overhead for some extra storage, and there is one additional plug in there that's open. The other one is where the TV is. And then you do have a GFCI outlet right above. Now, the one thing I just want to take a peek here, we've got some other water lines, and then that other jack to be able to see right there. Steps leading into that half bath, just taking a quick look so that way kids would be able to run on in, use the bathroom through here without getting the rest of the camper all dirty and nasty. And then I could barely see it, but you are going to have a quick connect for your propane located right here. So you'd be able to run a line from those tanks up front and be able to hook up a gas grill or griddle set up in your outdoor kitchen area. And just pointing out, this is also going to be on that plastic latch. So again, just making sure we are not yanking on this door to break it. Now, we had the black tank flush for the first one. Second bathroom's black tank flush is going to be located on the entertainment side between those two slide outs. All right, and that's been a full 360 on the exterior. Let's head on inside and take a peek what we have on the inside here. So right upon entering, you are going to have that couch right over here. We're going to have our main control panel here, operations for one of the slide outs. You'll have the other slide outs throughout the rest of the camper, which we'll point out as we go along. We've got switches here for the awning to bring in and retract. Option to run the water heater off of 12 volt and 120 volt. Floodlights, more controls for the awning, and then we're going to have lights for the kitchen, lounge, ceiling, entry, and the porch. These right here are going to allow you to be able to check your battery, freshwater, black tank, and the two gray tanks. Now, at least for the other ones on the back, those meters will be in that back bedroom in that half bathroom. And then right up here, we've got the remote switch for that inverter up front. We've got cabinets up above with those lights. And I always love this on these fifth wheel units. You do have, for those people who are staying in the campsite for extended periods of time or going seasonal, that shelf overhead to be able to add all your trinkets and knickknacks for the camping year. Another GFCI outlet located, oh no, my apologies, just 110 and then two USBs right here. And then we've got two switches for the lights as well. You've got the couch over here, switch for the lights overhead located right here on the wall. You are going to have the pull down blinds throughout the entire camper. And then you'll be able to open up these on the side to be able to get some cross breeze running through. Now you do have the freestanding table, which means you will want to put this down while traveling so it doesn't roll over and knock into this beautiful woodwork we have on that kitchen peninsula. And you could also bring it outside. This will drop down into a bed. You're going to be able to drop it and have it rest right there on those brackets. Moving into the back bunk area, you are going to be able to pull this couch out to make into a bed. You've got that other one right up above. Light switch right there. We do have our fire escape window in the back here, so you will be able to open this and utilize it as a normal window. Just making sure we don't push it out any farther than that. It will self-release in case, in need of an emergency, you need somewhere to escape from. Outlet on the wall. Little bit of storage space all along this. You've got your net with the cubby cover and more space over there. Now, they do have no TV in the back, but it does come with that bracket, so you'll be able to buy a TV, hook it up, and you've already got your coax connection there with an outlet. Now, they do have another spot right here to be able to put a bed. You'll have the little mini wardrobe in here, and there is a small little table that you'll be able to set up right here on the wall as well. And then we're in that half bath. Ooh, gotta love those porcelain toilets. You will have an actual medicine cabinet in here. And then here are those meters to be able to view your actual waste tank. So just the waste tank in here. Second gray tank will be up on the front. Oh, toilet paper roll. You know, a lot of campers do not always come with that, so it's always good to see you got one. And then they've got the shelf here with a spot to be able to hang up some towels, coats, whatever your heart desires. Back into the kitchen. Oh, I love it. break out the CD binder. We still got a chance to be able to play all your favorite CDs from the 90s and early 2000s through IRV Technologies over here. So we've got the power button, AM, FM radio, and the option to play CDs. And it's not that old, still has Bluetooth. So you'd be able to hook your phone up and be able to play through some of these interior speakers here, as well as the two I pointed out earlier outside. We've got our little pantry space here. Another shelf overhead. And then pointing out, we are going to have the converter box located right here, which this should have all those breakers labeled. And the fuses are actually printed out. As the son of an electrician, I will say this guy's handwriting is pretty good. Sorry, Dad. Now, moving into the kitchen, you are going to have that sink cover right here. Just to show you, it is a 2-bay sink. You're going to have a nice little open area over here. There is an outlet up above as well as a switch for this light. Good spot to set up your coffee pot. Got the little bit of storage over here. Love the nice little woodwork inside of the camper. Very cool. Very, very cool. You don't see that on a lot of new stuff anymore. And then you've got the pass-through storage right here with those hookups. So right there, you'll see that you do have that button here. Now, if you wanted to actually turn on or off your antenna and hook up to satellite, you would have to run this coax and shut off the antenna so you do not interfere with that wire connection. And that would be for the nice big TV that you got overhead. Be able to watch while you guys are hanging out at the table, on the couches, or preparing something delicious inside of your kitchen. 3-burner stove. We do have the oven, which looks like it's probably never been used. You know, you put this tray down a little bit, you could definitely cook a whole chicken in here, which that's a big perk, you know? Nice to be able to bake a chicken sometimes. Got the microwave. Pretty good sized microwave too. Dang. It's bigger than the one I got at home. And then some more cabinet space next to it and along the sides of the fridge. Plenty of drawers as well over here, as well as one big drawer underneath the oven, all along that side as well. And then a decent amount of storage space underneath the sink. One thing I do always point out when you do go to winterize this unit, make sure that you either blow this little Y adapter right here, this U adapter, either out with air or pour some antifreeze down the sink so you don't have any water sitting inside of it. That could potentially freeze. Now we do have the nice big fridge. Oh, I love that when they do that. You've got the clips here, be able to keep everything closed while driving down the road. Nice big residential size fridge there. And that's tricked me. I really thought that was a cabinet. So just a cover. No storage space over there. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice this when I came in. We got another drawer here. You're gonna have all the remotes inside. Now next to that, this is where your furnace is gonna be. So you'll have the intake vent right there. Just be cautious, don't store any open chemicals in front of it. Could end up leading to a problem down the line. Love that they give you the little compartments here, the little drawers right by the stairs. You're going to have some more switches for your lights. And then we've got the hand railing here on the wall. Wow, this is pretty sturdy. Wouldn't hang on it. Key hook right there, or for the doggy bag. And then more light switches. We've got the thermostat to be able to control your heat and air conditioner units. Oh, I like this. You got the door on the magnet for the master. Be able to keep some privacy here. And in the bathroom again, porcelain toilet. You've got that same shelf. And then you have, dang, wow, this is actually a pretty good sized shower. Pretty good sized shower in here. Showing you that skylight. And you've got your lock right here for when you guys are about to travel. Now, one thing to point out, no medicine cabinet here. You just have that on the wall there. A little bit of storage. A lot of bit of storage underneath that sink. GFCI outlet right on the side. More storage next to that. And then you've got 2 separate cabinets to make up for no medicine cabinet on the mirror. Just take a quick peek into the bedroom. Latch that magnet. Now, right over here, you are going to see there is a spot to be able to put a TV on the wall, though this one's just going to come with that one in the kitchen area. Lots of drawers over here, plenty of space for all your clothes, socks, and undergarments. Nice big window here as well. There is going to be that fire exit on the bottom. And again, you'd still be able to open that and get some nice ventilation. Now, this is going to have the washer dryer hookups in here. If you ever wanted to, it has the spot marked where you would have to cut the hole for that dryer vent. And aside from that, oh my god, I can't do this in any other campers we have. I'm serious. Be able to actually climb through the whole thing. You've got this cool little shelf right here to be able to put your shoes. Got the spot to hang up all your shirts, coats, dresses, anything you need. And they also give you those tie downs here to be able to, I don't even know, be able to maybe actually strap down a dresser or some kind of shelving in here. That's pretty neat. Now you will have the sliding doors on here. And with that second air conditioner, this is going to be the thermostat just for the second AC. You can pretty much ignore that furnace option. The furnace will only be controlled by that first one for your main HVAC system in the living area. This will be just for that second AC in the master. Now, as you can see, we've got nice shelves on both sides of the bed. Windows on each side to get some nice cross ventilation. And they even give you those little reading lights on both sides. That way, if somebody wants to stay up late and read, they're not going to keep the other person awake with the light being right in the middle. Bed's going to be on those pistons. You'll have plenty of storage space underneath here. And then just pointing out, you will have outlets on both sides of the bed to be able to plug in your phones or other devices before you go to bed. And last but not least, we have that crank for that antenna that you saw up on the roof, which will tell you up or down, so you'll know if that thing is not turning in the down position, you are good to hit the road. A quick look here at the 2015 Gateway. If you do have any questions about this unit, feel free to comment down below, message me directly on YouTube here, or feel free to contact me. I'll provide my email and phone number in the description below. Hope you all have a great 2024 camping season. I look forward to seeing you guys soon.